There's really something, lads.
What's that?
I've already got this bloody saved.
Oh, that's what you do, lads. Oh, damn. And,
I think it is right what you say though, Dave. You know, in terms of the injuries, I think to not only Dangerous Man, but I think we have seen how brutal this sport could be in terms of the physicality factor of it. I think we've seen a lot of injuries recently. I mean, how long's Shadow been out on Fight? I mean, how long's Sunset Kid been out? Nick Nitro's just back. Devil's out. Tornado will just be back as well. RV3, I mean, the injury list's been extensive over the last few weeks and months. I think,
yeah, it's
when
definitely been hard, on the divisions because everything has to keep chopping and changing due to the injuries. Like Prince Ayake, one of the decorated pillars here on Fight, was out for a number of weeks. Not being able to fulfill his duties as a pillar.
That's right, yeah. And I think it's not only the time that they're out there as well physically, is it? But it takes you a while to get back into the swing of things mentally when you return. I mean, Prince was out for the time he was out, but then when he returned, that was months ago, he's only just started to pick up momentum again now. So, it has an effect. It has a bit of a delayed effect as well in terms of mentally. You have to try and get back into the game, but that could be hard.
Definitely. Once you've lost, like time, and once you're out, it's like fate flips a coin on your return, and you have a 50-50 chance that your return is going to be awesome and you're going to be back to where you were and nothing's going to have changed. But then on the flip side, you have that other chance of it all going horribly wrong. Just look at Eric McKellen, who was out for how long with that arm injury, came back too early, ended up out again for another month.
That's right, yeah, that's right. And your rehab, has to be on point as well, doesn't it? You have to take the necessary rest, put in the necessary training. Yeah, there's a lot said for being out injured, and then obviously the big return is easier said than done as well.
That's exactly it. McKellen finally took the time off to get finished fixed completely. Now he's the first ever GFW Global European Champion, so it can bounce back. Just look at RB3. Robert Vendron wasn't really doing too well. RB3 in a row. Everything happens for a reason.
We're going on, Dave, the one of two semi-finals tonight for in this interstate championship #1 contenders match, Ace and Connell here. And Dave, this is actually, if you remember, a rematch of the BCWA final as well, where Ace managed to knock off Connell in the end.
Well, this is the thing, like, all joking aside, Ace has been the most dominant of the four pillars. Ace has performed the best. Ace has excelled. Connell has been right on his tail.
Yeah.
Connell's been so close yet so far. Like it's always like, oh, next time Connell, next time Connell. You know, this could be it. This could be the time where Connell jumps forward.
It could be.
Or we know about Ace keep a firm control of the colours.
Well, this is the thing. I think you're right. I couldn't agree more with that, Dave. I think Ace has been the best performer out of the four. I mean, Sunset's had a long-term injury, and Prince, as we spoke about earlier, had a loss in form. But you're right. I think it's been between these two, and I think Ace has just been ahead by just a cut here. But I think you're right. I think on any given night, including tonight, Connell could easily, even with them being neck and neck, I think they could easily surpass Ace here. And he's going to have the motivation. He's going to have the motivation to do it, isn't he? I think when you've already lost against an opponent, you go in with even more fire in your belly. I think the next time.
Well, that's it, you know, Ace's reward for winning the BCWA was a championship match, which he got to pick, and he added himself to the Revolution Chamber match on Fight, and, you know, and he did well, but, you know, and Infinity was on the ride of a lifetime. At that point, you know, and that must have sat, you know, uneasy with Connell, because maybe Connell was thinking, well, if I beat Ace, you know, I could have beat Infinity.
Yeah, that's a good point, Dave. I actually forgot both of those men were in that chamber, weren't they? In that chamber match, actually, yeah. And yeah, they've been neck and neck. You know, much like D-Man and Devil, I think. Were neck and neck up to last week, and you know, we were in obviously a sudden death situation where we had to have a winner, and we did get a winner. But then, you know, I think the overriding factor of Devil becoming undisputed champ was, you know, obviously D-Man's health concerns. I mean, if you remember, Dave, D-Man actually kept rolling out the ring, didn't he? I think he was frustrated with it himself at one point. I think he knew he wasn't as sharp as what he should have been. But
well, definitely, there was a video that popped up online of a few months ago in the Ray Victor's main event against Devil, you know, taking punts, taking DKOs, taking all sorts of nonsense, and he never once rolled out the ring in frustration.
yeah,
You know, and this is why people think that there's two different D-men. You know, 'cause the one that was the one that was in the main event of Fight wasn't the one that was seen a few weeks prior on the Victors. But then after the Scramble match, all the competitors in that match were severely lagged and exhausted. You know, it was the first match of its kind now. You know, we've never had a Scramble match before.
no, that's true.
You know, and we might not again, you know, after the amount of injuries that came out of it. But, you know, I did what it was meant to do. It crowned two champions. It crowned Dangerous Man and Devil by the end of it.
Yeah.
Oh, the best of the hay. Cover.
Oh, hi. Oh, Ace just getting the kick out there. These guys have been neck and neck, you know. I digressed a little bit there, but yeah, these guys, I think that reminded me of D-Man and Devil, you know, there's not much between them at all. Oh, hold on here. Ace has drawn blood here, first blood tonight. And Dave, the funny thing is, this is an interstate championship tournament, number one contender. 37 is going to be looking at this closely, thinking, you know, his test, I think, was probably Connell when he came back, but Oh, hold on now. And here's Ace now. Oh god. Oh my god. Goodness sake.
This is the thing, once Ace starts cooking the gas, you can't stop the conga.
He's got, yeah, the train just, that conga train just keeps on growing. Oh my.
And just like that,
Oh god,
Ace again knocks off Connell.
And Dave, that means Ace is now in next week's final. Damn. And Ace now will face either Cannon or Prince Ayakea, which may or may not, Dave, be at Battlefront, because we're hearing that whatever title or whatever champion loses in the main event tonight, then the loser will be on, will defend on Super Fight. So I mean, it's still a big event, but like you say, it's not the pay-per-view. You know, Super Fight's a big show, but it's not the pay-per-view. Wow.
Still, you know, it's still a platform to make a name for yourself, though.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it is. I think it's positioned. Its position's important, isn't it? Because it's the last stop. You know, if you're a Forsaken superstar, your last stop before the pay-per-view to make an impact is Vivictus. You know, if you're on Fight, your last stop to make an impact is on Super Fight. So you're right, the shows do have massive significance. But I think if you're a champion, you want to be defending on the pay-per-view out of, you know, if you're comparing the pay-per-view to one of those other big shows. Here we go now, the second semi-final tonight in the sub-main event. Prince Ayakea and Cannon. And Dave, both of these men, you know, unlike Ace and Connell, who have had momentum for months now, both of these men are polar opposites, or have been recently, because I think before Fight had started last week, I don't think we would have given either of these men a chance against the likes of Dante or Raul. But you know, it's like you say, sometimes you just, the penny drops, something clicks one week. Like Paul Townsley tonight, you know, and your momentum just begins, doesn't it? It's got to start somewhere.
Exactly. All it takes is for one good night to change everything.
And I think, Dave, you know, we're talking about Dangerous Man, okay, he's injured, right? But look at the run he had from before Revolution. He was in big match after big match. Sometimes running double duty, you know, being a tag team champion as well. It's no wonder the guy needs a rest. Whereas, you know, on the flip side to that, we hadn't seen, like, a Cannon for months.
Yeah, and Cannon came back in impressive form.
Yeah, he did, yeah. He managed to knock off the Dark Horse last week, and the Black Sheep is one match away now from being in the final, facing Ace. But Dave, can you see anyone beating Ace at the moment? I mean, in one-on-one competition, the guy is just, like you say, once that conga train starts, it's just hard to stop.
Ace has always been special. Ace has always had the ability, you know, to go next level. Ace had to rebuild his career and his respectability after the Philadelphia screwjob. But now no one even, you know, broaches that subject with him, because he's a pillar, because he has respect, and because he's so bloody dominant. and he's so unorthodox. People just don't know how to take him.
Yeah. I think we always knew Ace had talent, you know, and I think you were the one that I think had to convince me. I think, you know, you were already convinced that there was something about Ace even years gone by before he came out that, you know, you always used to say, you know, I think this guy's got something, he's going to be a main eventer one day. And I was like, oh, I don't see it. But I think ever since he's came out, I think he's looked more relaxed, he's looked more himself. And I think you're right. I think sometimes before you start a match with Ace, I think he beats you mentally before the match begins because you don't know how to take him.
Yeah, I think that's the first wave of these attacks, are the mind games. He's kind of got, you know, a less threatening vibe of Shadow and Demon with that. You know, they use all the, you know, all the magics in the realm to, you know, set themselves apart from mere mortals. You know, Ace uses, you know, his flamboyantness, his, you know, strange choices,
his sort of camp nature was,
these weird fetishes. Like he has it all in this persona, and he's just able to get into your head before the match even begins.
Yeah, and he makes it so that, you know, he's in his own environment, you know, his own realm. Whereas the other opponent, I think, it has the opposite effect. I think his opponent feels like they feel uneasy. You know, they feel uptight. You know. So yeah, it's definitely you know, sometimes he has a mental advantage. You've got to try and get past that, I think, to try and knock Ace off. And here we go. Prince. Dave, one of these men, you know, just returned to form last week, but one of them is going to be disappointed tonight. And I'm not sure who it's going to be. I can't really call this at the moment. I mean, on one hand you've got a pillar that Mr. O is invested in, and on the other side you've got a guy that the Hayes, you know, were interested in the draft at the start of the year. And here we go now. Prince is going up top already. What is he looking for here? Oh, that chop connects. Oh my god, he's going up again.
The splash, and he turned in mid-air.
The splash. Right after it. My god, is this going to be it? Oh, damn. That was a late 2 count there.
Yeah, see, since Ayakea just came back, you know, it's a different Ayakea. It's not the one that's been, you know, defeated by Devil, was put on the shelf after the punch. You know, this Ayakea, yeah, the splash again, second time.
He's looking to end it early here. Second splash, we're only 5 minutes in. I think you're right, Dave. Prince is just looking on a roll. You've got to be kidding me.
And just like that.
Wow.
You know, he just called the weak link of the pillars. And I think those comments have got to him during his time out. And now it's just like, okay, I have to prove now that I'm not. And that's how you do it, man. 2 massive wins, but now he goes up against, you know, the unstoppable pillar, Ace.
Yeah, that was going to be some match next week to crown a number 1 contender. And funnily enough, Dave, this final between Ace and Prince, it was Prince that 47 had beat, if you remember, in his return in the BCWA tournament.
Yeah.
You're right. I think this is the Prince that we seen that became number one contender for the global title earlier this year when he fought Devil. I think this is the form that he's recapturing here. And there you have it, folks. There's the official bracket, the official word. In the final next week, Ace will take on Prince Iaukea. My God.
Oh, damn.
What a match that's going to be. That's got to be one of our main events next week, you would think. But that's next week, Dave, and tonight. Oh, this is going to be a massive, massive main event. Damn. You know what, Dave? We talk about momentum versus momentum a lot, and I don't actually know what is going to happen here. I mean, I just can't call it. I really can't. Between these two.
Mr. 47 has some, like, next level gears that we haven't really seen.
Yeah.
In a competitor where Nightmare has pure force. You know, the only time I've seen Nightmare lose, well, this is fact, he loses when he's caught by surprise.
Yeah.
Look at the Pandemonium's return. Look at Vader's return. You know, he doesn't deal well with surprise because he doesn't get a chance to get his head around how to deal with that specific person. Where 47's ready for anything and everything, no matter how big, how small. 47's already broke them down in his mind's eye, and he knows how to do it using his strength and his power.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, 47 Dave's already fought men that are bigger than him. But he makes a career. He's made a career out of beating men. You know, twice his size. You know, he can beat men twice as fast. I think you're right. I think it's almost like he's been genetically made to be the perfect warrior. You know, the blueprint of what it means to be a warrior. And that is what this guy is. He's the ultimate specimen. I mean, I've said this to you before, it's like he's been born in a lab. And Dave,
he'd probably take that as a compliment.
We talk about a lot about the championship reigns of this era. 47's has to be up there as well, surely, as the interstate champion. I mean, Nightmare is a 3-time national champion, but 47 returned. And for months now, he's never showed any signs of letting up, has he?
Oh, well, this title reign of 47's is getting up there with the Angel now. You know, like, you know, you've had your Infinity, you've had your Oscar. You know, they've all fallen. Now it's just Angel. Angel's the only champion who hasn't faltered yet.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. And you'll see the of course, Angel returns day then at Battlefront. I'm sure we were told. Another injury along with Vader actually as well, and nose, broken nose, both of those men suffered.
Well, you know, we've seen it like in HD. You know, that super kick from Alexia was caught him flush. He ran straight into it and it just crushed his face.
Yeah, you just seemed like he was in discomfort, wasn't he? Even you could tell under the mask something wasn't right.
Yeah, and he still managed to win the damn match. Oh yeah.
Oh Dave, look at the top of your screen here. What the hell's going on here? Oh my god, what the hell was that? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Did you see that, Dave? An 18-wheeler has just crashed through the shutter at the service entrance. What the hell's going on? It looks like one of those TV truck kind of things. Oh, wait a minute here. Oh my god, look at the... It's taking the security out here as well. Oh my god. Oh my god, you've got to be kidding me. Oh my god, I can't believe this. Oh my god, look at these men piling out at the back of this trailer.
Well,
Oh
the
no,
invasion's begun. No more security is going to stop this.
Dave, they've wiped out security there. There was a line of security at the service entrance. They've driven right through them. Oh no, here they are coming down to the ramp now. There's dozens of these guys. Oh crap. Oh my god, now they're Nightmare and 47 now are standing back to back. They're trying to attack our champions. But Nightmare and 47. Ada. Bodies fucking ever. Oh, they're throwing.
And then fucking Nightmare threw a warm hand on the back of his head. Unin! Again. 47 smoking.
You see the clock going winding down to 1. It's fucking mushroom cloud ever. Head set going. Oh, I can't believe this now, but the numbers are just getting too great. Nightmare and 47 have thrown 7 or 8 men each over the top rope. But look at the numbers now, the guys just keep on coming. Dave, there must be about 20 men in the ring here. And they're just beating down on our champions. Oh, for crying out loud.
This is brutal.
This is not right. And there he is for the first time. That must be Bill Butler on the rampway there.
Well, he's like fuck off
clapping here. We have... We're doing Gary launches it through the top of the ramp. Oh my god, look at Bill Butler smiling at this. Get the belts, bring them up here. Oh no. No, this is too much. Come on, you've already bloody embarrassed our champions here. You've laid Nightmare and 47 out in the middle of the ring. Oh, come on, and Dave, they're taking the belts as well. Oh, I can't believe this. They're dispersing through the crowd here, and...
Yeah, they're dispersing through the crowd, as the fight locker room rallies here.
Yeah, here comes the fight locker room.
It's a bit little too late, guys. Yeah.
They're running away with the belts here, Dave. And we're going to try and keep the focus on this, folks. I mean, we've got the camera at the top right of your screen. And... Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Oh, for crying out loud, there's a... Oh my god, Dave, there's a limo now. And look at the limo with numerous transit vans here. They're all piling in the back. But they've got our national and interstate titles. This is ridiculous.
Come on, this is bullshit.
Come on. These are our championships, damn it. Get the hell out of here. We'll leave the belts at least. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got to leave you here. We'll try and have an update for you as soon as we can. We're sorry once again, folks, that this main event couldn't go ahead. But we'll see you next week, folks. So long, everybody. You're no good bastards. Can I go?